Welcome, ladies and gents. Disney has now revealed, albeit accidentally, or maybe because they didn't think anyone would notice, that they've lost substantial amounts of cash on Star Wars. A lot of money, in fact. And this is all in their filings, their sort of white paper situation. So we're going to take a look at this today. It's fascinating stuff. It's been covered by some other people, but we're going to cover it as well and just sort of take a look and deep dive into it. Big thanks to WDW Pro as well as Valiant Renegade for essentially the idea to this video. And I will be taking some of their tweets from this or for this video as well. So anyway, let's check this out. So it all started with this. WDW Pro over on Twitter, basically discussing film, tweeted this out. It says Disney has made $12 billion from Star Wars and earning back almost 3 times what they bought the franchise for. Interesting. You'd see that and you'd be excused to thinking that's great. It's not true though. It's not true. WDW Pro replied and says this is idiocy. They didn't spend just 4.05 billion on Star Wars. The sequel trilogy cost more than 1 billion. Each Galaxy's Edge cost 1.1 billion. The Disney Plus shows cost huge money. Again, probably based on the amount that we know they spend generally on Disney Plus shows, they are like $200 million each, right? They've spent a lot of money. The hotel was 700 million. If they've only made 12 billion in revenue before taxes and theatre cuts, they're way in the hole. True. True. But what are they actually pulling this from? Well, Discussing Film has their source. And it's this filing. Right? This is their filing. Which they need to do. They have to do this. Now, if you download it, you take a look at it. This is what it is here. It's the same thing. But it's interesting because we can take a look at this. And you can see this part here. So it says highlight or enduring franchises highlight our powerful IP and unique monetization capabilities. Does it now? Does it now? But let's have a look. Let's see what they're saying. Frozen. 9.9 times. Wow. 9.9 times return on investment. Wow. That's crazy. Toy Story. 5.5 times return. Wow. Avengers or Marvel. 3.3. And Star Wars. 2.9. So basically 3 times the investment. Wow. That's crazy. And it's all bollocks. So we've got to take a look, actually, at their own thing here, believe it or not. Their own small print reveals that they are misleading people. And it's intentionally misleading, quite frankly. So it says source, company data. It reflects the ratio between revenue and investment on titles released following Disney's acquisition of the IP. Okay, well, first and foremost, Disney didn't buy Frozen. There's no acquisition there. They didn't. I mean, you can say that they acquired Toy Story, as we see in 2006. They acquired Pixar, but it's not exactly. Well, they didn't buy Frozen, did they? And that was a huge profit for them. But okay, well, let's take a look because that's interesting. But there's more. Revenue reflects aggregate 10-year revenue streams. Okay, interesting. Both generated and expected. What? So you're listing things that haven't even happened? What? But you could list anything. Right, okay. There's more. Directly associated with theatrical releases, including theatrical home entertainment, TV pay and free, and consumer products, does not include, this is the interesting stuff, does not include derivative revenue streams such as park attractions. So Galaxy's Edge? Galactic Star Cruiser? Not included in that? But that's a huge loss. That's huge amounts of income that huge amounts of money you've poured into that. What? Okay. Nor does it include direct-to-consumer originals. associated with those franchises. So it doesn't include what you even have as the image. Mandalorian and Grogu. Because that's a direct-to-consumer original. You haven't included that, but you've put it there. That's not only 3 seasons of The Mandalorian. It is Ahsoka. So that's what? 4 shows. Each with a budget of bare minimum $200 million, probably. So that's 2, 4, 6, 800 million. You've then also got a whole host of Marvel stuff. So you've got 2 seasons of Loki. So that's 6. You've got 1 season of WandaVision. 7. Each at $200 million each. You got Hawkeye. Ms. Marvel. You've got that Captain America thing. Falcon and Winter Soldier. I mean, there's a lot here. Each $200 million. And you're not including that in any of this? And there's more. That's really bad. That's really bad. Or pre-established franchise consumer products revenue. The investment reflects film production costs and print advertising, but not the stuff which matters. With the theatrical releases and titles, and in the case of animated titles, it also includes production overhead. Investment does not include any additional distribution costs or overheads. What? This is insane. This is actually insane. So they are falsely advertising a whole bunch of this stuff. I mean, they literally... Mandalorian and Grogu is not in there. That's 3 seasons, $200 million each. This is them just admitting that they're hugely in the hole. $12 billion? No. Nowhere near $12 billion. Like, actually, nowhere near $12 billion. They did not make $12 billion. That would come at a huge loss now, actually. That also doesn't include... that also does not include Dial of Destiny, Willow. This is Hollywood accounting through and through. But this is them unequivocally admitting through some dodgy fine print that they have lost a whole lot of cash on these properties. A lot of money. Really, really bad. And it's there for everyone to see if you read the fine print. It's literally on... It's on their paper. Restoring the magic. It's there. Clear as day. How incredible. How incredible is that, eh? Why would anyone trust these people? Also, just as an FYI, that still doesn't include the investment they've made on 20th Century Fox when they acquired that. There's nowhere. They've not bothered to include that, and that cost them a lot of money. Where's the return on investment for 20th Century Fox? Nowhere. Nowhere. Real bad. If you're a shareholder, you should be pissed at this. So leave your thoughts down below. This is fascinating stuff. These things are always quite interesting, I think. You can get a bit bored by the fact that it's just a bright white sheets of paper, but it is interesting when you dig into it and the sort of nitty-gritty of the financials. It's absurd. Ridiculous. Let me know what you think. Take care. Bye-bye now.